Hi guys, it's Stu from UKB Man. It has now been 48 hours since I have done the split. This is the original swarm that I collected. As you saw, I only had one frame of collected bees. So now it's a case of what am I going to do with this? So previously I put over two of my brood frames, a younger generation of brood egg cells, and I was going to just leave them to form a queen and do it that way. I changed my mind and I decided, right, I'm not going to do that, and I'm now going to put a postal bee, mated queen, into here. So the way that I'm going to do this is introducing a mated queen into this colony. So the first thing I've now got to go and do is to now go inside and then check to make sure that they are hopelessly queenless, because I was under the impression and I believed that they were queenless. I didn't see the queen. I believe that she was run over in that big pile of bees on the road. So now it's a case of going in and I'm looking for queen cells. It's been 48 hours. They've had plenty of young brood to choose. I give them protein from pollen. They also had stored honey inside there as well. They've also got a little bit of sugar feed in the top, sugar syrup. So I should be seeing a queen cell inside. So this is what I'm now looking for. Let's go to it. Gonna have a little look inside. See what's going on. Now these bees were a little aggy, and I expect them to be aggy considering that they have no queen whatsoever. There's a little bit of smoke at the entrance for a second. Should see signs that they've been eaten well inside here. Expect that to be a little bit tight. Well, that's tight, that's good. Right, let's pop that there. You can see that they've also been at the pollen paddy, which is really good. That is not a bad looking little colony that's formed, especially considering they're queenless. Well, they should be queenless. Now looking at this, they are very, very calm. So let's have a little look inside and see what we got going on. Pollen paddy to drop down below, which doesn't really matter it being down there. They've already started. Look how quick they've drawn that out. And as I say, guys, I swear that's down to hive alive. That's 48 hours and they're drawing this out super quick. So that's absolutely brilliant to see. I will now check every single frame to ensure that we don't have a queen cell forming. Even though I did say that that is a good thing, which it is, I will check to ensure. Oh, we got queen cup, there's one. So that's how I know that she is now queenless. Brilliant. We got 1, 2. We have got loads and loads of queen cups. Now you want to be quite thorough with this, because if you miss any, then this is something we're going to have to go back over. But there's going to be a few in here. So we've already got one, so they're working hard there. So let's just get our tool. You can actually watch them working. So I'm just going to literally crush that, which seems horrible, I know, but in order for the queen to survive the process. Now look, they're already trying to reforage that, and don't forget there's a lot of valuable stuff inside there. Royal jelly for one, so they will be using that. Just a gentle movement like so. The other thing you can do then is obviously get your smoker and have a little check like this, and just have a double look, because you can see those guys already going through that cell. So that's 2 cells knocked down. On this side I expect to see more, because this is the frame that had all the young ones. So there's another one at the bottom just by there. So I expect them to also get quite aggy with me on this. See, now if I didn't have done that, I would have missed out right by here, this queen cup, just by here. So always learn from your lesson and get in there and do a proper one. nothing on the side. There's a potential. I'm going to do a little bit of dark arts by here. I'm going to move them over just like so, and then that ensures that I have enough for then me to push it back when I need to. So let's just calm them down a bit because they are a little aggy. I've got my mated queen. These, or she I should say, is from Honey. That's great. See, one of them's got a little poop inside. That does happen. You can see Queenie with the white dot working her way through. I just want to have a little test to see, and I want to know if we can hear any piping. We want to just give them a test and see how they take to it. So it's been a little bit of time now. I've allowed them to send their signal across to spread those pheromones that they found a queen. They're really, really happy. I haven't heard no piping. I wanted to hear some piping sounds, but I didn't hear any. But as you can see, they are fully happy that this is where Queenie is. So if you do the little test, which is a gentle push, like so, so it frees up by there, you will see that they are absolutely gentle. They're not being rough with her, they're not trying to attack her, they're sending signals to each other, they're communicating well, the pheromones are on my finger. So, absolutely brilliant to see. Now there are many ways to introduce a queen, and there's some brilliant methods out there, and especially more of the other ones that I know of. So some from, say, Lawrence, from Black Mountain Honey, Stewart from Norfolk Honey Co. Some fantastic ways to introduce them, especially the process of ensuring that they are queenless for X amount of days, and then you then put them in for 7 days, and then you then start the release, so you can tape that end up and then do it that way. It's whichever you feel more comfortable. The way that they've done it is more likely to be a greater chance of success. At the same time, the most paramount thing that you can do is ensuring that you have not missed no queen cells inside that colony, because if you have, they will ball her. They will just take her out and kill her. So balling is a term that we use when they kill the queen. So one with these ones by here, you're just going to come across by here, you're just going to snap this up, and this is going to allow the tendons to chew through this side. These guys will also help you on this side, but the queen won't be able to come out. That being said, it can also allow for workers to go inside, so irrespective of that situation, you can then allow for her to also leave. So at the same time, I will be doing this, and I will allow them a couple of days to chew through it. There should be enough time for them to have it. Because of the method that I've chosen to use, it is very important that you return back within 5 days or 7 days maximum to check for any more queen cells, because you will have more queen cells. She is pushed all the way in and tight like this. The fondant is facing down. Oh, I've also taken, I'm so sorry. That was absolutely horrific. Go free. I feel awful. I don't like that. Anyway, going back to it, she's now in place and in position. Yep, don't do that. I'm now pushing this frame up, which also has more brood as well on, and then I can now stick the original inside, and you will return. For me, it'll be probably 5 days. So it has now been 4 days since I've last been in. We introduced her 4 days ago. We took out 9 queen cells on the camera. As I put it back, I found an additional queen cell, so that's another reason why you always shake those frames off. We still have a chance that queen cells could be getting made, because obviously I took a really young set of brood, so really young eggs and larvae. So basically they can then turn those into queen cells. So I expect to find some now when I go in. So we've got some foragers just coming in at the entrance. So that's good to see that foragers are coming in. Let's have a little look and see how they've done on the fondant. Not the fondant, sorry, the sugar syrup, because obviously they are enjoying it. I know they are. And well, not as much as I thought would have been drunk, so we still have quite a bit, so I won't top that up. I'll leave that to them. We have a few casualties inside. That's because it is a different setup to the one I usually use. Good weight. Oh wow, it's a good bustling hive, especially at this stage. So obviously we've got Queenie in the cage. Let's poke him down a little bit. Not going to be too nasty. She could well be still in there. If they've been feeding her through, there's a possibility she could even be in there still. We will have a look. So she's stuck in there. I do see a queen cell. Is it capped? Is it not? We will find out. They're still all over this. Right. Let's take you out. What are we looking like? There's Queenie. Queenie, believe it or not, is still in there and has been fed throughout. Fantastic. That is a brilliant setup. It shows that they've been feeding her throughout. You can see her just by there wandering around. So this is 4 days in. I'm really happy with that. I said there was a possibility that this could happen, and well, there you go. She's still in. That's perfect for me, because that also now gives me that opportunity to go through and make sure that we've got all the queen cells knocked down. On this one already, it is charged. So when we say charged, you can see that they haven't capped her yet, but there is a larva in there. There's going to be another one which is capped. So this is the reason why I'm in here today. So what we do with this then, and there's a couple actually that's in there. So 1, 2. That's a way to upset them. Wow. So you see them, 1, 2, 3. 2 of them are capped. This is why I'm in here today, guys, because 3, because at the end of the day, if I hadn't have done that, Queenie could have been killed. Not only could Queenie have been killed, but we could have also lost her. So this is really good. Hopefully we can see this on the camera. So I'm literally going in. Seems really brutal. I'm crushing that down. The longer you leave it, the better it is. They are feeding her through it. She has grown a lot more since I last seen her. So I reckon within a week she'll be fully established. What you can do to give them a little gentle help is with that fondant, with your matchstick, you can so gently, because these ladies are doing a lovely job looking after her by there, and you just give it a gentle push through like that. You just started it off right, so once again you put a hole, and that is going to give you that little extra time, but you've got reassurance that she's okay. You can see Queenie, her abdomen's got nice and big in there. This is a good time, this is, guys. It's a really good time. I'm really happy with the way this process has gone. She's going back in and on this frame, and I'm just going to drop it back down. We've got a couple of attendants in the way. I don't want anyone getting injured while I do this. They've missed her. You can see that. So it has now been an additional 5 days, and we are going into the hive and having a little look to see if they have adopted the queen. See if she is now free from her cage, and hopefully, I'm not going to say she is, laying some eggs. If she's laying eggs, brilliant. Don't expect it to so early on, but we will see. That's a nice looking colony, you know, especially considering that there's a smaller amount of brood now inside. So these are all the nursing bees, which is kind of perfect for what you want when introducing a queen. So that's why I have less foragers than I do compared to the other hive. You can see them now still building that comb out, doing it beautifully. And with the sun now poking his head out, which is, yeah, as you can see, is a rare thing at the moment for us in May, and hopefully we can see if there's any eggs. So the first thing I'm going to do is check before digging in too deep to see if they've released her, because it'll also be a little bit more difficult to take off. So I'm hoping to see an empty cage, which it is now, as you can see, completely empty, which is fantastic news. So that means Queenie hopefully is in there doing her thing. So see, we've got Queenie in there, still got plenty of brood in there. Can't see no cells. A nice big drone hovering around by there. Can't see Queenie, and at present no eggs laid on this one yet. And on the busy one, there she is. We have got Queenie. She's properly introduced just by here, so that's great to see. See, eggs. Yep, and we've got laying eggs. So just under this section by here is laid eggs. That is fantastic news. I am absolutely stoked. So just in this section, obviously got some honey stored at the top area around here, but I'm really pleased. You can see her laying some eggs as she's walking across. Oh, that's just brilliant news. Absolutely fantastic. Super happy. That's our Buckfast Queen, guys, from BS Honeybees, and I'm just so happy. Well done. What a relief. So guys, as always, click like, click subscribe. It means a lot if you can. Just starting up the channel. Got plenty more hives coming over now, so it'll be good to see you guys with us. I'll give another update on this in a couple of months then to show you how the hive has developed. And yeah, peace out.